Welcome to NuWu Sessions, where we invite guests from different corners of the Vegas cannabis industry. We sit down to share a VIP table package in Nevada's very first cannabis consumption lounge, only here in the Vegas Tasting Room. Come check us out.
What's up, NuWu fam? In today's episode, we've invited 3 moderators from the popular Reddit thread VegasTrees to come by and get high. Watch as we discuss their backgrounds in cannabis, all before having them test some of the most popular strains we have for sale here in the Vegas Tasting Room. It's only here on NuWu Sessions, so let's get into it. Welcome back to NuWu Sessions. What's going on, guys? My name's Tom. I'm your host today. We have a very special episode. I got 3 of the mods here from VegasTrees. I've got Matt, I got Jake, I got Jeff. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Thank you guys for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having us today.
100%, guys. So on today's episode, we're going to do something a little different. We're doing a little mini NuWu Cup judging. I've got 3 different strains here, completely unmarked, as you can see. We're going to let these guys try out all 3 of these strains, and they're going to judge it, their favorite on smell, taste, and effect. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you guys a little bit, let the people at home know who you guys are and what VegasTrees is. So we were just chatting a little bit before the show. Jeff, why don't you start, man? What do you do at VegasTrees?
Definitely. My name's Jeff. I've been a head moderator there at VegasTrees. I sort of created the community just about 10 years ago, and I've been working with a great team of moderators ever since, and we've just been building a community ever since then, focused on deals and focused on open discussion.
That's beautiful, man. That's awesome. What about you, brother?
My name is Jake, Doobie Snacks. I've been in the industry. I'm not currently, but I was part of Prop 215 in California, the compassionate care. So I was growing for a lot of people then, back before it switched over to recreation. So I've been in and around it for a long time. And one of the biggest things about 215 in California was that it was like a big community type thing. Like you would get people's medical recommendations. You would grow their medicine. They would come and get it from you. And that was like how the legal system worked. It's a lot different these days, you know, and I'm glad it's open for everyone now. It's really nice. And just being a part of that, I mean, my home got raided a couple times, had a lot of lost plants, lost money. To see where it's come, I just want to be a part of that growth, especially here in my own community. Vegas has been a big part of my growth. I've been here for quite a while. This place means a lot to me. So it's really nice to be a part of a community and be able to discuss what's going on in it and actually affect it. That's not something a lot of people get. You know, we do have an effect on the industry here, which is
100%.
Nice.
That's awesome. Hell yeah, man. What about you, Matt?
Hi, I'm Matt, DJ Matt L on Reddit, one of the fellow moderators. These guys are great. Being a part of the community is great. Having an opportunity to make friends and be a part of what they're doing over there with the community has been such a great experience. Getting to doubling up what Jake said about the community, but actually getting to meet these people in real life and having these same conversations and extending that community into like these in-person conversations. Seeing the community grow, that's been amazing. Being a part of that for myself has always been a big reward. And just anything we can do to build up the community and giving people a platform to have a voice or say, whether it's connecting on what's going on out there, what's good with the products, what deals are out there. Being a part of that community and having those conversations and just letting people go, it's been great. Just feeding the community into things like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and that's what it's really all about at the end of the day, right?
Absolutely.
Without your community, don't got nothing. So I will say, I mean, as you know, a Redditor myself, seeing you guys out there and really seeing the community really engage. For those who don't know at home, these guys were judges for our NuWu Cup back in December of last year. And seeing the feedback and everything and seeing the buzz and what people were saying, it's like, man, you can't pay for that unadulterated opinion. Like, oh, my God, this is what I think all these events should look like and so on and so forth. It's like, that was really cool to see. So thank you guys, and thank you for doing what you do.
And thank you for having us a part of that.
Absolutely.
Reddit's it's an interesting platform. It's not like any of the other social media platforms. I mean, it's true discussion.
Yeah. People
really drop what they feel on there.
100%.
And that's really nice to see. You know, especially for that NuWu Cup. Some people were harsh.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Overall, people really come out with what they feel.
The reception was really good. We appreciated how you guys did it. It was all very blind.
Absolutely.
Blind taste test to the T. So.
Yeah, and that's what we want it to be. I mean, we stand by everyone who won. Everything was completely organic. There's
It
no
was.
fluff. There's no packaging. There's no preconceived notions.
None at all.
And I think that's what it should be, you know? But that's what brought us to the plant in the first place, you know what I mean?
It was.
That wow factor, as soon as you hit it, and you're like, oh, wow. I haven't had no weed taste like that before, you know? So,
Right.
cool. Well, we're going to do a mini version of that. Before we dive into our flower, I had a couple questions I wanted to ask you guys. We'll just go down the line here, just so that people at home know a little bit about who you guys are and how you guys like to consume. So my first question is, what is your preferred method of consumption? Let's start here with you, Jeff.
Mine's going to be probably electronic vaporizer, a Dr. Dabber switch unit.
Nice. Good choice.
Man, I'm old school. It's got to be all Boro. It's glass all the way up.
There we go.
With a
That's what I
big
mean.
fat propane torch.
There we go.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'm a flower guy, so I prefer water pipes.
There we go.
Mhm.
There we go. We got a few of those here. Well, actually, we got a JBD bong on the table here for the smoke session. We also got some JBD hammer pipes. We'll get into that here in a second. My second question for you guys is, which do you lean more towards, indica, sativas, or hybrids?
I'm going to go with the hybrid leaning indica. I
Hybrid leaning.
like something that just lets me focus and clears my mind without too much anxiety. So
There we go.
I'll go with
Team
some-
indica. I'm right
yeah,
there with you,
Team
bro.
Indica.
Yeah, I'm going to mirror that. I got arthritis when I was really young, so the mercing and stuff like that tends to help. I also don't like a racy mind. I already have ADHD, man.
Right. I'm right there with you.
See, I'm actually opposite. I actually prefer like the pinings and all the uppers. So any like sativas, anything that gives you a good focus, good daytime high
Mhm.
is stuff I usually tend to gravitate towards.
There we go. There
Yeah.
we go. Good choices. Productive smoker, right?
Absolutely.
There we go. There we go. And what is your favorite activity to do while stoned?
Gosh, mine's going to have to either go with photo editing or just simply video games.
There we go.
I don't
There we
do
go.
much of either, but when I do get a chance to, it's going to be either of those two.
All right, and I'm gonna be stoned.
That's right. That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
Most productive.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What about you?
I'll be honest with you, man. Discussion. I get stoned. I like to talk.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's good. That's why we started this podcast.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
I usually like to go through my music, organize stuff. So like anybody typically would just get stoned and listen to music. I'd fall in that category.
There you
That
go.
just falls in my professional.
Right.
Being a DJ where I have to do those things, so it actually kind of works out being that effective daytime, getting
100%.
stoned, being productive.
There you go. DJ doing your homework, right?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's go ahead and dive in. Like I said, I got 3 flower grams for you. We got a grinder. Whatever works best for you guys. I got cones for stuffing, papers. We got an autographed Jerome Baker Designs bong, matches, you name it. Go ahead. Let's dive on in, gentlemen.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you.
I think we'll start with F1.
Go in numerical order, right?
You know it.
I do think since the first metric is smell, right? Everyone should probably get a good nose on this guy, you know?
Yes,
Again, no
sir.
preconceived notions, just which one smells the
I like
best.
to get a little squish first to get that smell
There you go.
out.
Ooh, I like it. Very earthy.
Right? It's earthy. Little hint of something sweet.
There we go. F1, earthy, some earth tones.
Definitely earthy. Sweet tone to it.
how's the texture?
You know, it's got the squish. It's not bone dry, but I mean, we're in Nevada, so you know your expectations got to be a little bit real.
Yep.
With what's out there. With that being said, this is solid. No
Nice.
complaints. It's not too squishy or too moist.
Yeah, sometimes you get too much moisture content. That can be a bad thing,
Yeah,
right?
you know, or it's just too squish. I mean, usually you don't complain if it's too squishy, but
Yeah.
like when you
Gums
leave
up
it a
the
little
grind.
too long with the
Yeah.
you know bread crumble.
Yeah. It's a fine line. Like I think it's got good moisture content. You know, the bud structure is correct. You know, it can maintain that.
Nice.
But you're right, especially if there's like if it's larfy in any way, it just goes dry like instantly out of here. is what I've
Yeah,
noticed.
absolutely. You know, and it's kind of like, you know, you try to, I hate getting boulders, you know, especially when you get like cheap stuff, you kind of expect it. But
Yeah.
anytime you get like good, something decent in the quality with the squish, at least, where
Right.
you're not getting that solid rot boulder,
Absolutely.
definitely. Cheers. Oop, my bad.
I'm always the slow one of the group.
Here we go. Big clouds. Big smokers over here.
It's nice. It's light.
Gosh, very light, very nice,
Yeah.
very smooth.
I mean, I'm personally not a fan of the 35% THC. I strictly shop on terpenes, so you know, I'm trying to get the flavor, how it's, you know, if it's light, if it's heavy.
It's smooth. I'm a big dabber.
It's actually really smooth. This is probably one that I would smoke out of a joint or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably it's really smooth out of that.
Flower tends to be a little bit harsh for me.
Right.
Tends to be just because, you know, I'm normally dabbing. This is not. It's really nice.
I usually don't tend to fall into caraflene. Caryophyllene. Thank you for correcting. Thank you.
Either way, tomato, right?
Right. Exactly.
Somebody needs to correct me if I'm saying something wrong. Please do. But that one of those terps specifically, I usually not shy away from, but I know it gives you that really earthy. If it's just dominant terp, you just get this real earthy, which isn't my preference. That actually just has a little hint where it's very light.
Nice. Yeah, I feel
but it's present.
I do feel that a lot of strains that are high in caryophyllene, I cough a lot on those. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
they're
very
spicy.
peppery, tongue kickers.
Spicy.
Yep. And that's, for me personally, that's not what I enjoy about smoking, you know? So,
see, I don't know. I'm a little weird. I personally enjoy coughing.
there you go.
If I smoke and I come out of it and I haven't coughed once, I tend to think something's up.
Good
Yeah, right?
You know, I'm like,
Says a dabber with the high tolerance.
Yeah, right.
That was a fishy dab. I didn't cough.
There you go.
Pretty sure that was a dab.
Right.
But no, something about it. I think it goes back to some like ingrained thought from a kid when I first started smoking that, you know, the harder you cough, the higher you get, or something.
Yeah.
Something dumb like that.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah,
back in the day.
right.
Yeah,
I
pop
think it's
along.
just
That's how you know it's
ingrained back
working,
then.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. So we're all finished up here, gentlemen. We ready to dive into round 2?
Yes, sir.
Let's bring it on.
Cool. There we
See
go.
what else is-
There's a grinder right here if you guys wanted it all.
Ooh, that's a little diesely.
Easily is what we heard so far. Okay.
A little diesely.
Okay.
Little crunch to it. Definitely not mad at a diesel smell.
I like a good gassy
Yeah.
strain myself,
Yeah.
personally. I like some gas.
Takes me back to middle school.
Right. 100%. How do you guys feel about the high from that first strain?
I was just going to comment. I'm really liking it. I'm feeling a little up in the head. Nice light head buzz to it. Nothing too. I don't feel anything taking it down at all. Nothing.
That's calming too.
Yeah, no
good
couch
focus.
lock, but it's
Yeah.
a focus one.
It's a good focus one. It's some I'd probably. It's like coffee for me. This is what I would
There you
usually
go.
like start in the morning of the day.
Right.
This would
Hell
be
yeah.
the good one for me.
There you go. I'm a coffee and cannabis connoisseur, if I will.
I see
Start every day.
I seen on that one of the episodes you had something
Same.
come out.
Yeah.
Iced coffee.
Oh yeah, we did it with RVD. We did
Yep.
we had iced coffees on that episode. Yeah.
Yep.
Rob Van
Yep.
Dam.
Yeah, man, that
My
was
guy.
wild. That guy's.
He's something else, man. He's always been something else.
We need to get more coffees on here, but
He's been
I don't know how to work that machine.
one of
so.
my favorites since I was a kid,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Frogs, the Frog Star Splash or whatever it was that he used to
Yep.
do. That big crazy. That man was wild.
Yep. We were joking that day. I'm pretty sure Ethan was saying like, "Look, I'll give someone a raise if they frog splash RVD." And I didn't take the bait, man.
Oh,
No
you
way.
should have taken the bait. That would have been an honor, man.
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
Get my ass kicked by RVD on camera.
Hey, why not? Why not, dude? That would have gone
Yeah.
down in the books.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Man,
Maybe we get some more clout on this podcast.
that would have been a hefty amount. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah, I'm sure.
Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, man, that was a good one.
I love that guy. I really do.
What do you guys think of the bud structure of our F2 here?
I was just checking it out. I really like it. Like it was mentioned, it's a little dry, a little crumbly to the touch, but how it breaks up and how it forms, I think it's going to be a little underdog. I think it's going to hit
Seems
well.
to have a pretty good trike count though.
Incredibly high trike crown. It is all over the fingers.
There we go. That's a good sign, you know. You get the sticky
That's
fingers
what I
after
was
the
looking at.
preparation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
so
you
maybe
got-
a little dry, but
Yep. It's still there.
yeah.
Still there.
100%.
I mean, we live in the desert, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, this
it's
is
true. You got to take that with a grain of
usually
salt.
what we
Everything
get,
dries
you know?
out.
Man, I swear I'll get some good stuff from the dispensary, and then by the time I get home, like I'll check it and it's good.
Right.
By the time I get home, it's already done for. It is
Yep.
so crazy, dude.
Yep. No,
This-
straight up,
this
you got to.
9% relative humidity is just,
Yep.
it's rough.
No, it is.
It's rough.
I got a lot of Bovita packs at home for just that reason.
Ton of them.
Yeah, see, this one's spicy.
This one's spicy.
go. This one's
Absolutely
spicy.
spicy. The back of the throat.
This one's probably got some caryophyllene in there.
Absolutely.
Definitely a harsher hitter. I like it though. Still not harsh out of this world that you're coughing your lungs out. Not for me, at least. Still very.
Definitely lets you know what's there.
It does.
Any of those gassy tones that we were getting on the nose coming through on the taste?
Oh, absolutely.
There we go.
This one's more of a body high for me too. I can already feel it just like go from the head
Good
where it was.
answer.
and
Yeah,
just
good answer.
Now it's kind of going in there, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, y'all got it worked out. Very good. Good pick for a second.
Yeah, this would be like a evening time one for me. Like when I come home from work
Right.
or done for running errands during the day, you just kind of need to chill out real quick.
Time to unwind
That's
weed,
usually-
right?
Yeah, see, that's a good one for that.
Hell yeah.
How's the taste on this one compared to the last?
This one's
Better?
like I'm going to Home Depot.
Personally, for me, I prefer F.
The first
what would be
one
the
so
first
far.
one? Yeah,
First one
just
so
because
far.
it's it's got that smooth kind of
Smooth.
draw. Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
I'll be honest, man. I'll take the spice.
yeah.
There we
That
go.
is a
Like the
good
spice.
spice to it, yeah.
Got that pepper, or especially as a dabber, right? Just like you was saying, if you want
You
a
can
kick
feel
in the
it.
lungs, you want some cariophylline
You know,
for sure.
Big time.
it's more just like I feel shortchanged when I don't
Right.
I don't get
So
anything.
you got to
like
stick
that.
with me a good hour after the sesh. My lungs are
Right,
still
bro.
seizing a little, right?
Right.
Right.
I mean, I remember the first dab I ever took. They hit me with a booger like this long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was dumb, dude. It was.
I don't
it
doubt
was
this at
so
all.
Yeah.
dumb. My girlfriend at the time thought that I was gonna die because we
Yeah.
left the house, went to a
imagine.
gas station, and came back, and I didn't stop coughing for a second.
Wow.
It was like 45 minutes, and I could get one word out, and then
Yeah. Ouch. That seizing
was-
lung feeling, yeah.
yeah, it was just it was outrageous, and you would think I'd hate coughing, but you know.
After that 45 minutes
not
calmed
like
down, he's
that.
like, I'm high as fuck.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what was that
Lord.
again? Yeah,
There you go.
It was worth it, man.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
even gonna. I'm not gonna hold you. It was worth it.
Right. Hell yeah.
They made the right choice.
There you go. We ready for? Jeff's still smoking over here.
I'm
I don't know if you
yeah,
guys
I'll
want to take a
definitely
look
do-
while he
yeah,
finishes
feel
up
free.
here. We got F number 3 here. If you guys want to take a look, take it down, pass it around.
Well, I like the. It foxtailed a little bit, but I still like the bud structure on this one. It's
Yeah, I do think that one. Me personally, my vote doesn't count here, but I do think that one had the biggest bag appeal for me.
yeah.
I was looking. I was like,
it
ooh,
does.
that's a pretty
it
one.
foxtailed a little, but I mean, again, we're in Las Vegas. It's hot as hell here.
Yep.
I'm impressed at how much doesn't foxtail.
Right.
Right.
100%.
But it's got a nice bud structure to it, and it does have a really nice tri count. And if it's crunchy, it's hard to find out.
Well, we're about to find out.
There we go. The last and final one. It's the final countdown. Final smoke down. Does that work? I don't know.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'm just making shit up.
Ooh,
This type of ideas
This
we
has-
have, and then we run to Matt, and we're like, Matt,
this has
bang
one
this
of
out real
those,
quick.
one of those. We used to call it the baby diaper smell.
Oh, okay.
My
Yep.
word.
Some funk.
Yeah,
All right.
that that's the bag that you never wanted to open when family was around.
Oh, yep. Give you
Yeah.
away.
Good
Yeah.
Lord, yes.
There was some weed that you could leave open, and where's the skunk at?
Right.
know?
Yeah.
This
This is
was not
stinky.
one of those.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
this was the one that said, your son is doing bad things. This was
Oh,
the
that's
one
funny.
that got me grounded and suspended.
Right.
This is it right here. Did you get to smell it?
Not yet.
Oh man.
Oh, my word. Dank.
Right.
It's definitely the strange.
Yes, please.
Some of that dankety.
I'm not mad at it.
Mm-mm.
Not mad at it at all.
I think one of my favorite flower experiences was a head cheese cross or just a pure head cheese, and I got it, and just the whiff would knock you out, just straight like pure moldy cheese.
Yep. That head cheese
Damned
is
if that
notorious for
wasn't
that,
some
man.
of the best
That funk.
smoke I've ever had.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Opening the jar and just being like, wow.
It really
Yep.
did.
You know,
Blown
Yep.
away.
head cheese is a classic, man. It's just
And
a
it's been
classic.
tough. It's been tough to try and find anything relatively similar or something that just smacks.
You know,
It's true.
Polaris did a good head cheese for a while.
Have you had some yet?
Good.
Yeah, I would say there's, I mean, at least in the Nevada market, that's the only brand I can remember who really had head cheese. I could be wrong about that if I am, whatever. But still, yeah, I mean, that's probably, especially, I remember in the medical days back in like 2016, smoking on some head cheese, and you see like the myrcene profile in that, and you're like, what in the
Killed it.
hell? You know,
Just killed
they
it.
kept it consistent too. You know, it always had a really heavy myrcene profile, and that's why, people loved it.
Yep.
I remember back in those days too, they also had keef coated buds. That didn't last
Oh
long.
my god.
I remember it was like something. It was only from the medical days. I remember looking at it, I'm like, what? What? How did they do that?
Oh man, who was it that? Like one of the last people that did it.
You're doing too much.
Star.
Oh, Hydrostar.
Hydrostar.
Hydrostar. You're right.
Hydrostar.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember they had some crazy process to get there. So they used static electricity or something like that to get their butts kicked.
Yeah. And then they ended up on blacklist. And
Yeah.
They stopped doing it.
There you go. All right, F3.
Ready?
Let's do
Cheers.
it, gentlemen. Big clouds. Big clouds.
Get them.
Nope. There you go. You got your cough.
There it was.
There it is. Good old number 3, right?
There she blows. Whew. Third time's the charm. And that flavor, man. Yeah. That was a nice one.
You know, it has. It's not like a moist squish, but it has that flavor.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
delicious.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Gosh.
Like
It's got that grade school flavor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just when I thought I liked number 2 better than number 1, and now I'm like number 3 is better than number 2.
Yeah, we don't make it easy, right?
You
Here,
don't.
Try all these. Try these awesome.
Just
weeds.
try all the fire. you
Yep.
know. Make a distinction between which you liked all the better. Scent though, definitely number 3 for scent. Stinky, loved it.
So it's a heavy high for me too. Like you just probably something I'd wait put me to sleep.
That's like I need to take a nap after
Could
this,
be-
right?
it could be a
Possibly.
couch
The
you're
Sativa
coming
guy
on.
over here. We'll post you up in booth 3, man. Don't worry, we'll take care of you. Got some water, some CBD.
Gosh, taste-wise, none of them are disappointing. But which ones?
No, this one had it. All 3 for me.
All 3 for you?
This one was the sleeper.
I mean,
There
I
we go.
can't,
Yeah,
I
that-
can't say
that
it's-
one's-
I can't
that
say
one's
you're
a
wrong.
sleeper.
This is fun. I was actually curious. I was like, "Were these metrics going to work? Am I going to have a tie? This is going to, you know."
No,
I
they're
can't
all
say
3
he's
are
wrong.
very different though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This one's going me back for seconds.
There you
First
go.
one was just so smooth. The second one was smooth with a little bit of throat in the back, so a little bit of carry. And this one's just firing on all
Yeah.
8 cylinders. It's bringing the heat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, after 3, I think I would pick 3. If we were doing a NuWu Cup
That's
judging,
cool, yeah,
and
no,
we
I
have
mean-
to pick that best one and collectively. You know, we
Yeah.
we sit down and be like, because we have different preferences.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? But as I think we all can agree, 3 is the heavy hitter.
There we go.
3 is a heavy hitter.
Yeah,
Gosh, it coming in the back of the eyes and all.
There we go. There we go.
that's when you only need 1 hit.
3, well,
Well,
3 came to... Don't get ahead of yourself there, buddy. Slow down.
number 3,
The
crank the
dappers
Xbox
over here are
on.
like, "Come on, man."
3 came to do what it was supposed to do, all right?
Right.
It understood the assignment.
There we go.
I don't know if it should be limited to 1 hit.
This is true.
Got to get the whole experience.
Kind
you
of
know?
outlandish.
No, what it is what I meant was you only need 1 good hit to get where you need to go
Right.
with that one. But
There you
by
go.
all means, help yourself.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
I'm just giving you a hard time, bro.
I'm smoking up the whole gram and a hog's leg and smoking her to my dome. That's me. But that's what can you do? Especially the dabber. Sometimes flower. You just need a little extra.
It's hard being a dabber sometimes, you
Yep.
know, and it's not like dabs are just something different. You
true.
know what I mean? They come in so many different forms. When I go out and buy weed, I have to do homework. I have to study. I have to figure out what brands are putting out the best stuff. I have
Right.
to figure out which strains from those brands are coming in with the best test results.
Right.
Which strains of those brands with those test results are coming in with the best harvest dates. Like I got to do a bunch
Yep,
of
there's a bunch
research.
of variables.
When I go out and I buy dabs, I just got to find the best price point, right?
Right.
If I'm buying something for $15
That's
a
why we work so
gram,
well.
I know I'm getting something that's been on the shelf for a long time. That's why
Right.
it's $15 a gram.
Yep.
And if I need something in a pinch and that's all I got, that's all I got. That's fine. But if I want something consistent, Mammoth Labs, Tsunami, they're always consistent. You can't go
always.
wrong. Yeah, they're expensive, but you're paying for the reputation. You're never going to go home and be like, oh man, I just spent $45 on this.
Yep.
Like a lot of these brands that are really good for the most part have some misses.
Yeah. 100%.
And then you spend $45 on a miss, and what are you gonna do? Go back to the dispensary like, hey, this tastes like shit.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? It's I don't like to do that if something just tastes bad. But I mean, I spent $50 plus 18% tax on this thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's still, even then, it's easier. I know what I'm buying. I don't
Yep.
have to go super duper out of my way to figure it out. With flour, maybe because I came from California, it wasn't like that there. It was pretty much no matter where you went or what you did, you got something decent.
I'll still argue on the behalf of some flower, though. Long-time concentrate smoker for the last few years myself, and recently my significant other just started picking up flower from her new job, and just the familiar tastes and the smells that just were brought back to me were just this, yes. Just being a primarily concentrate smoker, it reopened my eyes to the love of flower and to the everything. It's just
Well, there is no concentrate without flower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
I have flower at home, and I love combustion. I do. It's just I have to use VegasTrees as my compass to go out and even purchase flower, because I've been burned so many times with flower out here. I've gone home and been like, oh, dude, I'm not smoking this. There's no way.
Big time. Yeah.
This is absolute garbage. This is like smoking grass on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get
This
some
is
stuff.
hay.
We've all had
Hey.
some really bad
Hey
stuff,
was
especially
right.
if you're the bargain consumer who's going out there shopping on a deal. Just like you're saying, like if you're getting a cheap gram of extract or a $20 eighth, you don't expect it to be top tier.
Right.
But still, there's some impressively bad stuff out there.
And everybody has those moments where
Oh,
you're
yes.
the budget smoker, going bankrupt just for a little bit, and you just there's that quick phase.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
100%.
And there's some really great brands out there for budget smokers, and I think VegasTrees has done a really good job at guiding people towards those kind of budget brands that
Absolutely.
are still worth it at that price point, because you can really go sideways quick just buying at a low price point, like really
Absolutely.
quick. So I mean, being able to help people find good smoke at a good price has been one of the main priorities of VegasTrees.
100%.
I think it's probably the main priority. And behind that, like knowledge. I mean, it's Reddit, right? There's just as much idiocy as anywhere else.
Right.
But there's a lot of knowledge there. We have a lot of industry professionals that come in, drop knowledge. A lot of us that are, a part of the mod team have been in the industry or a part of it in some way or another. Right now, we don't have anyone that's legitimately involved in the industry. You know what I mean? It keeps it from having any kind of bias.
Right.
I don't want to have to mod something out because it says something bad about my company.
Right.
You know what I
Very
mean?
true.
That's just an ethical thing that you don't want to have to do.
Absolutely.
And so we try to keep the mod team as unbiased as possible. Of course, like that MPX sign right there, I've been staring at it the whole time. I buy so much MPX.
So much MPX.
It's
Same.
ridiculous. If they had stock, I would buy stock. It's
Right.
outrageous how much MPX I buy on a weekly basis.
Yep.
They're another brand that, for their price point, dude,
It's the spot
they come in
for us. Yeah,
hot.
absolutely.
I just picked up a couple live resins last night. My dabs were healthy.
So, like,
Yeah.
you could almost say that there's a bias on there, but none of us are affiliated with any of these people or anything like that.
Right.
No, not at all. I like to take
all-
pride in that for our community, is that
Yeah.
there's no bias to any
It's all
one
organic.
brand, one company.
That's
We
awesome.
like these brands because we like these brands. We've tried them. We recommend them. If you want to call it bias, it is what it is. But
Oh, yeah,
I mean, this
for
is
sure.
how we feel. We really like these brands, and that's why we recommend them. We don't go out of our way to. There's some stuff out there, and I'm not going to disparage stuff. I don't go out and put too many negative posts unless it's really, really bad.
Yeah.
There's been some stuff from Nevada made that deserved a negative post,
Right.
and I don't mind saying
Several,
it.
right.
It's like gonna make someone sick. It was so bad, but like I don't go out of my way to disparage companies.
Yeah.
But I am gonna promote the companies that I think are doing
There you
really
go.
well.
It's that unadulterated opinion. That's what makes it work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we started here saying. Like, if it wasn't for that, the thread obviously wouldn't be doing what it's doing. So
Big time.
that's awesome. All right, gentlemen, let's get our votes in here. I just want to make sure we can see who the victor is, so I can tell you what's what.
I'm going
3-3 all the way
number
around.
3 all the way around.
Well, I mean, I think it doesn't even matter what Matt says now, because I'm pretty sure 3-1.
Yeah, I guess 3 all the way around.
3 was heat.
All right, well, 3-1. Let's see here. I can tell you right now what the strains were.
Nice.
I took a photo on my phone earlier, so I wouldn't forget, because we get high on this podcast.
Hey.
All right, so for F1, we have Nepalese Kush by Matrix.
Nice.
For F2, we have Katana OG by Fleur. And for F3, we have Duct Tape by MPX.
There you
See?
go.
There you
Funny how that works.
Isn't it funny? We were just talking about MPX, and the one who won was the MPX Duct Tape. There you go.
And that's like truly blind, man. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
See,
that's-
it always works out at the end when you do it like that, right?
That's ironic. It is. That's
There you
funny.
go.
I like that.
There you go.
But that's
It's
how
like,
you
I
get-
like these strains and these brands for these reasons, and it just proved it right here.
We
So,
do. Yeah,
hell yeah,
MPX
guys.
is a heavy hitter in our community.
Yeah, I think they do an exceptional job. Like I said, I just picked up a couple grams of live resin myself last night. I'm a consumer. I'd be buying stocks too if they were on the market. That's for sure.
For sure, man.
Well, right on, guys. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show. Before we finish up here, why don't you guys, we just take a turn. What do you like most about VegasTrees?
The community. And
community.
just having people collectively become a part of a big community and making friends and being able to talk about the same things, and just the whole community aspect is what I enjoy most.
That's awesome.
Las Vegas is notoriously known for not being warm to outsiders. I know a lot of people move here and never make a friend in all the time that they've lived here, except for coworkers. VegasTrees has facilitated a lot of relationships, and they're built around community. I mean, that's what the whole thing is. And like Matt said, I think that's a big part of it. I love the discussions, but to be honest with you, it's created a lot of probably lifelong relationships.
There you go. That's awesome.
It really has. All third that all just community over the top has been phenomenal. Through the pop-ups we've had at Oasis, through the future ones we're going to have at Oasis, Green Dispensary, The Dispensary. It's just meeting the people, meeting the community that we're in touch with. It's been phenomenal just to hear stories from people about how I'm an introvert, so let's go out and this is the community that I want to be a part of, and let's have some fun for the afternoon. And that's what gets me out of the house. So community, spreading the love, spreading the joy that I appreciate, and just allowing others to have some fun with us.
Oh, yeah, man. That's awesome. Community driven. I love
Community
it.
driven.
There you go. Well, gentlemen, that's all we got today. I appreciate you guys for coming on the pod.
Thanks
Make
for
sure you
having
guys follow VegasTrees on Reddit. What other handles are you guys on? What other socials? Let the people know.
I'm Doobie Snacks on everything. Doobie Snacks with 4 O's and an X. It's on everything. It's my main handle.
There we go.
Definitely a public persuader on Reddit, founder, creator 10 years ago. Thank you guys for all your help. We won't be where we are without you guys. And VegasTrees_official, I believe it is, on our Instagram handle.
There we go.
DJ Matt Lucio on Instagram and DJ Matt L on Reddit. That's where you can find me.
Hell yeah. Well, right on, guys. We appreciate your time. Let's do a dab about it, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. This is NuWu Sessions. We out. Hell yeah, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man. That was
Absolutely.
great.
Thank you.
Clap, clap.
I did the whole thing. Don't worry, man.
Can you guys believe people watch our podcast? This is ridiculous, dude. We're just making stuff up and call. Oh, is this on? Hey, what's up? NuWu Sessions. Hit the subscribe button today and the bell. All the stuff. Watch it, like it, subscribe. Let's go.